Hi, my name is Tanya Wright, and I am with Homeschool Heals. Today, I would like to share with you just a little tutorial on how to compare fractions. I want to do more of these videos just to try to help other kids that may be struggling with fractions or math problems or English problems. But that's part of what we do at Homeschool Heals, and I just want to provide that for you. Now, we have been working with fractions for just a little bit, and yesterday we were working on comparing fractions. And I thought it would be cool just to kind of share a little bit about that, just in case anyone else needed to know, but also just so that you can see that comparing fractions is very okay. It's not hard at all. But this is fifth grade math. So if you're in fifth grade, pay attention and see how we do this. So comparing fractions. You may have seen this before, you may have already learned this. But when you compare fractions, the thing to do first is you want to look at these numbers here, and these are your denominators. And one of the first steps in comparing fractions is to make these denominators the same. And the way to do that is to find the least common multiple. And you may have learned that already because that was a step that you probably should have learned before comparing fractions. So don't be intimidated that these numbers look different and you say, oh my gosh, how do I compare those? Well, it happens like this. So you look at your denominators and you say, I have to find the multiples of 2 and I have to find the least common multiple of 4. And then we find where they meet, and that's what we're going to use as our bottom number. So if you take 2 and you multiply it times its 1, you get 2. If you take 2 and you multiply it times 2, you get 4. If you take 4 and you multiply it times 1, you get 4. And we can stop right there because this is the least common multiple, and that's how you would see it written a lot of times, least common multiple. So 4 is our least common multiple. That's the first thing we got to do is find that, right? All right, the second thing now we can do is we have to make those the same. So we have 1/2 here, and what we're basically saying is, what is it that I had to multiply this 2 with to get 4? And it is 2, right? So that gives you 4. What is it that I had to multiply this 2 with to get 4? And that's 2. So you're going to multiply the top number by 2 also, and you're going to get 2. So this is going to be your fraction that you will keep here. All right, so this fraction is going to take the place of this one. So the problem will look like, and I'll rewrite this all again at the top, but let's go and do this one here. Let's do the 1/4. So what is it that we have to do to get a 4? And of course, this one is kind of simple because you can just see you multiply a 1 times 4 and you get 4. You do a 1 times 1, you get 1. So this one basically stays the same, but this is our new numbers, right? So now we have a 2 over 4, right? And a 1 over 4. And now we can compare them because all we have to do is look at the top numbers, right? We don't have to worry about the bottom numbers anymore because they're the same. They're common denominators. So 2 is bigger than 1. So of course the mouth goes open to the 2. And that's how you solve that problem. I want to show you one other way if you're ever wondering. There's a lot of ways to get to the same answer. And I just showed you one. But let's think about these as decimals. So we got 1/2, right? And you probably can't see that green. It's too light. I'm going to erase it. So you have 1/2, and we'll write it like this. But if you think if you have 1/2, what does that mean in decimal form? I like to think about it in money. All right. So if I have $1 and I only have half a dollar, right? That means I only have 50 cents. That means I just have 50 cents. Over here, if you have another dollar, right? And you know, it takes how many quarters to make a dollar? So you got 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents, and 25 cents. It takes 4 quarters to make a dollar, but you only have one of those quarters. So really it's just 0.25. And over here, this would be like that. So when you look at these, now you're able to compare these and say, is 50 cents bigger than 25 cents? Yeah. And there you go. That's the other way you can do that. All right, that was all I have for you today, and I'll come back with more, I promise. Thank you.